They're the endings to end all other endings. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most iconic movie endings.
You maniac!
For this list, we're taking a look at the preeminent cinematic conclusions that stuck with us long after the credits rolled and we left the theater.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
As with every list pertaining to endings, spoiler alert.
This one time I'll let you ask me about my affairs.
Number 10, What's in the Box? 7.
I'm trying to tell you how much I admire you and your pretty wife.
John Doe might not be God, but his master plan comes together like a bow tied around a package in the shocking final moments of 7.
Tracy.
What'd you f***ing say?
It's disturbing how easily a member of the press can purchase information from the men in your precinct.
Although we never see inside Pandora's box, Detective Somerset's reaction is enough to make our hearts sink.
What's going on over there?
Put the gun
I
down.
saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Once Doe reveals the box's contents, the hot-headed Detective Mills is left at a crossroads.
What's in the f***ing box?
He ultimately takes John Doe's life, bringing the string of killings based on the 7 deadly sins full circle. It's a grim world, but the film's final line leaves us with a glimmer of light at the tunnel's end.
The world is a fine place and worth fighting for. I agree with the second part.
Number 9, The Sound of Silence. The Graduate. As iconic as the finale to The Graduate is, it's also easy to misinterpret.
You might get the wrong idea. Anyone might.
Some people may view Benjamin and Elaine victoriously running away together as a happy final note.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The scene's last couple of seconds change everything, however. Instead of love conquering all, reality dawns on the lovers as they realize their act of rebellion might have a negative effect in the long run.
Within the sound of silence.
Rather than discussing their life-altering decision, Ben and Elaine just sit on the bus with uncertain expressions on their faces, with the sound of silence eating away at them.
Beneath the halo of a street lamp.
Number 8, Rosebud, Citizen Kane.
Your complete attention, if you please.
Citizen Kane revolves around its main character's dying word, Rosebud.
Rosebud.
The reporter researching Charles Foster Kane never uncovers the word's meaning, but it's believed to be something that even the richest man in the world couldn't have.
I don't think any word can explain a man's life. No, I guess Rosebud is just a piece in a jigsaw puzzle. A missing piece.
Kane's entire character suddenly becomes clear as Rosebud is revealed to be his childhood sled. He might have filled his life with boundless treasures. Without this one key jigsaw, though, Kane felt like the smallest man in the world. It poignantly demonstrates how precious childhood innocence is and how easily it can get discarded. Number 7, I'm the Boss, Raging Bull. Raging Bull opens with Jake LaMotta lonely shadowboxing in a ring and ends with him shadowboxing in a dressing room. The big difference, aside from his significant weight gain that is that the isolated LaMotta is no longer at the top of his game.
I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss.
Yet, the former contender still believes he can go out with class. Just as Marlon Brando's iconic speech from On the Waterfront resonates with LaMotta, the beaten boxer's final words would inspire Dirk Diggler in Boogie Nights, another movie about a star's rise and fall from glory.
I am a star. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star.
Number 6, it's Chinatown, Chinatown.
What are you doing here?
Nothing, Morty. It's my lunch hour. Thought I'd drop by and see who dropped dead lately.
Sometimes people never get the justice they deserve, and we're forced to accept our world's cruel nature.
She's my sister and my daughter!
It's a sad truth that Chinatown poetically sums up with one immortal final line. After Evelyn is shot dead, Jake naturally wants retribution. As his colleagues hold him back, however, one of them reminds the heated PI that there's nothing he can do.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
As hard as Jake tries to forget, his ordeals in Chinatown will undoubtedly stay with him forever, just like this unsettling ending will always stay with us. Number 5, beginning of a beautiful friendship, Casablanca.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
Even if you've never seen what some consider the most iconic movie of all time, chances are you're at least familiar with its iconic closing scene.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Casablanca doesn't have the happiest of endings, but it does leave our characters on the perfect final note as Rick courageously lets Ilsa go.
We'll always have Paris.
Equally sad and inspiring, it's additionally hard to think of an ending that's given us more classic lines.
Round up the usual suspects.
From "We'll always have Paris" to "Round up the usual suspects," all we can say is, here's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Number 4, don't ask me about my business. The Godfather.
No, Carlo, you're out of the family business. That's your punishment.
The Godfather trilogy is largely about a man trying to maintain his family life and his business life. The only way Michael Corleone's two worlds can coexist is if he keeps them as far away from each other as possible.
Is it true?
Don't ask me about my business.
No.
Kay continues to repress the truth about her husband, but deep down she knows the monster inside Michael has been unleashed.
This one time I'll let you ask me about my affairs.
Michael may shut the door on his wife at the end of Francis Ford Coppola's original masterpiece, but soon enough both of his worlds will collide with disastrous results. Number 3, the devil's greatest trick, the usual suspects.
And like that, he's gone. Underground. Nobody's ever seen him since.
Where Kevin Spacey's character in Seven views himself as a messenger of God, his character in The Usual Suspects views himself as the devil.
He becomes a myth, a spook story that criminals tell their kids at night. Rat on your pop, and Kaiser Soze will get you.
Satan can take on many different faces, from a bumbling cripple like Roger Verbal Kint to a mob boss like Kaiser Soze.
First thing I learned on the job, you know what it was? How to spot a murderer.
Tell me you got the cripple in there from New York.
Yeah.
He mentioned Kaiser Soze.
Who?
Customs agent Kujan and the audience don't comprehend this until the film's final moments, and it's ingeniously exposed that the answers were right in front of us the entire time. By then, though, the devil has already slipped through the lawyer's fingers once again.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.
Number 2, wouldn't even harm a fly, Psycho.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is a film filled with so many twists and turns you never know exactly where it's going.
She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes.
The movie's greatest enigma is Norman Bates, who's either a victim caught in his malicious mother's web or a manipulative mastermind.
It's sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son, but I couldn't allow them to believe that I would commit murder.
In a wicked twist of an ending, it turns out that Norman is a bit of both.
I'll just sit here and be quiet, just in case they do suspect me.
It's hard to say whether we should pity this tormented soul or be disturbed by him. The final image of the two-faced Norman is forever scarred in our minds.
I'm not even gonna swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know, and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Before we close out with our top ending, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, You Maniacs, Planet of the Apes.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Now here's an endgame twist that's nothing short of legendary. Throughout Planet of the Apes, the audience is led to believe that these damn dirty primates are mankind's greatest oppressors.
Tell us, why are all apes created equal?
Some apes, it seems, are more equal than others.
As Charlton Heston discovers the devastating sight of the Statue of Liberty, however, we realize that mankind is truly its own worst enemy. Or at least, it was.
You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
This alien planet is actually a post-apocalyptic Earth, where we failed as a species and apes have arisen. Meaningful, unexpected, and earth-shattering. It's an ending that should make humanity take a long, hard look in the mirror. you agree with our list? What's your favorite movie ending?
Don't.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm finished.